Good morning, guys. It is Monday. Let me see the temperature. Or not temperature at the time, 6:19. I got here like maybe 6 o'clock on a dot. It is below freezing, actually. I didn't even realize how cold it was until I got in my car. I saw 18 degrees. That's crazy. Ow. Yeah. It would have been a good day to get something warm to drink, but I didn't. I just came straight here because I had to stop and get gas. Yeah. Last week before winter break, I'm so happy. So today we are reviewing. It did not take long to do lesson plans at all because, again, today we're reviewing. Tomorrow is the test. Well, she actually put Tuesday, Wednesday that we're going to be doing the test. So, we'll see. And then we're only going to have one class Thursday and one class Friday, so those 2 days are the same as well. And she put that students will be doing a choice board. And I'm guessing the other time we'll be doing either science or social studies. So I did get some flat twists. I think 2026 I'm going to do flat twist and see if that makes a difference, like the whole year. And see if that makes a difference because I keep having to get the same hair like cut off every single time I get a. So every time I get a silk braid, it seems like. See if that makes a difference. So, and it's cheaper than 210. 2 straight twists as well. There's also that. We'll see how many students are here today, given the temperature but it's the last week, especially because last week, how many were out and how many got checked out on Friday? Oh, so Saturday was the little shop. Chocolate and swag. There were some students who did not show up to the event, which is unfortunate because, it's free. For them, it's free. So there were some parents who did a share ride to get here, to get their child here. So, yeah. So we, as teachers and staff, got here at 12:15. They didn't start letting parents in until 12:45. And at 12:45 until about 1:30, I think, 2 something, we load the bus to go to the high school. I thought we were just going to pick them up and then go straight to Target. No. There was events at the high school. So, like, when we got there, they gave them Chick-fil-A sandwiches. And then they had different things for them to do. Like, they could take a picture with Santa. They could decorate cookies. They had inflatables and snow cones. All of that was free. So we did that until about, I think, 3 something. They sent the students out in waves to Target. So, like, kindergarten first went first. And then 2nd grade and 3rd grade and 4th grade. Although they didn't take all the 4th graders with them. I don't even know if they realized this. Because none of the 4th grade teacher or the 4th grade people who were supposed to be watching them, none of them stayed back. And there were like maybe 6 or 7 4th graders that ended up having to come with 5th grade. So then they went shopping, and then when we came back, they had like $100 something. So the high schooler actually raised the money. Oh, and then they paired all of our students up with like 3. There were some, I think, who maybe had 2. There was one who had 4, because again, some of our students didn't show up, so they're extra student volunteers. So yeah. Then when we got back, they had pizza, and the students wrapped the gifts for them if they wanted them wrapped. Some of them didn't want their gifts wrapped. And then hung out for a bit more. Again, some decorated cookies, inflatable snow cones. And then we came back. Although, for some reason, some of the fourth graders had to get on a bus with us for some reason. I don't know why. Because that's not how it was on the way back. On the way here, on the way to the school, it was just fifth grader. So that school, it's not part of, it's not in our zone. It's in a different zone. Like, it's the more, a wealthier area of town. There we go. So, I'm guessing the only reason why they partner with us is because one of our APs used to teach and be an AP there. So that's the only thing I could think of, because I don't see any other reason why. Because there is another event, SWAB. So the one I went to was SWAG. The other one is SWAB. And that is for the high school that is zoned with our elementary and middle school. That was in the morning. And then there was something else going on as well. I guess some kids were getting, I don't know if it was Angel Tree donations or if that was something separate. Because a parent came in and asked, like, oh, on here it says I should come to the school between this time and this time to get gifts, and then go next door to the middle school to get a box of food or whatever. But it was a lot going on. Got my hair done yesterday. And then I went to the gym a little later. This was in my box. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be it for right now. I'll update you guys whenever I can. I wanted to check to see. They still want us to stay late Tuesday. But then we're supposed to have the staff holiday party Thursday at 1. I'm like, oh, I'm leaving at 2:40 whether we done or not. Because I'm not staying late another day. We don't get paid for all the extra time we have to stay late. Like, Tuesdays, that day is made up because we can leave at 2:40. So that time, instead of leaving at 3. So, 20 minutes a day, that makes up the hour that we have to stay later. But the other days when we have to stay late, we don't get paid for that. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I don't get paid enough money to be staying late extra days. Okay. Yeah. Although we might be able to leave early Friday, like right after students dismiss, I think. Yeah, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are considered critical days, meaning you have to, like, if you put in a leave request, it's going to get denied. Now, if you call out sick, that's something different. They can't deny that. So, but I will check with you guys sometime later today. All right, guys. 10:35 lunchtime. Everyone is here. One student came late that travels with the other class. We didn't even know she was here until she came to get her computer. But yeah, including that one student, she was just already sitting down, and she doesn't like to get up once she's sitting down. So they did not really, well, no, I would say about maybe a third of them didn't really care for the Jeopardy game. There were some who were very involved and competitive, and then so we ended up giving them study guide / review packet. So, but the graphing portion, they did not get the graph, and it was on the plot. Oh, this type of question, they did not understand that. So we was like, let's just do the rest of these, because we didn't do all the problems for Jeopardy. He was like, let's continue with the graph so you could get more practice, even though there's only one graph question on post-test. But it's mostly customary. Yeah, it's mostly customary. And actually, capacity for some reason on the test. It's not very representative of everything we've done, which is weird. I don't know we don't know who be making the test, but yeah. So we'll see tomorrow. We didn't get any science or social studies in. So I think we're just going to start with the test right when they get in here. And then I think, oh, I didn't mention Friday afternoon. 2 students got in a fight. My shared teacher texted me because I had already left by the time they went over or whatever in the gym. Because after, we had the thing on Friday where they went to different rooms. And so they all was in the gym, just all over the place. And she came in to get them. And there was some conversation that was had that made one of the students feel some type of way. And he was like screaming. And the other student was just sitting there and he backed away. But the student that was screaming pushed him. And then that student like jumped on him. But they have cameras, high quality cameras. So my shared teacher and the other gen ed shared teacher, they looked at the cameras with the principal and they could see that the one student was just basically defending himself. So he would get suspended. And then the AP was calling up other students who I guess were witnesses, because there was, like I said, there was some conversation that happened beforehand that made the student upset, to the point where this morning the student didn't want to come in here. He didn't. He was in the other shared teacher's classroom. But I don't know about the rest of this week or what. But yeah. And then I guess my shared teacher, partner teacher, was trying to contact the parents. And one of them she couldn't get in contact with because none of the phones were working. So someone told her to do a social work referral. Anyways, that's probably going to be it for today, unless something out of the ordinary happens. So I will talk with you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday, 6/16. I got here like maybe a little bit before 6. Yeah. So Tuesday, late Tuesday. We do have to stay late today. I need to restart my computer. It needs to update. But it's supposed to be nuts and bolts, which is when our department, it's not 5th grade team, it's the 5th grade team has their own, but so do the IRR teachers. We have our own separate from everybody else. So normally they just talk about what the administrator, because there's a different team, what they call guiding coalition. That's like the administrators, and then like the grade level lead, all the leads basically meet. But I don't think they had it yesterday. I think it was canceled. So I don't know what we're going to talk about. But hopefully it don't take too long. Especially since it's right before break. Like what exactly are they expecting us to talk about? I don't know. Luckily there was no drama during dismissal yesterday. Hopefully the rest of this week is drama free, because it makes no sense. Is it going to turn on by itself? It said restart. Did I restart? Did I shut it down? I don't know. I guess I shut it down instead of restarting. But yeah, we'll see who's here today. Hopefully everybody's here. They can do the test. Yesterday in Block B, 2 students were out, but they also got a new student. So we're supposed to be getting a new student after the break. I didn't get that email, so I don't know if that student received services or not. The new one in Block B doesn't. Nothing besides staying late today. Still got those library books that I still am trying to get through. The first book, I might put that one to the side though and read another one. You double check when they're due, because I'm not sure. Because I'm probably going to have to renew them again. And then I don't know about the IUP tomorrow, because I need to talk to the LEA. I guess she wasn't here yesterday. I don't know what day she's here and not here, because she's split between 2 schools. So I don't know. And then we have to do grades, and then have to do like IEP progress. Maybe I'll be able to do some stuff this evening since we have to stay late. Okay. But yeah, that's going to be it for now. I will check in with you guys whenever I'm able to. Alright guys, it is the end of the day. 2:12. I don't know if I said it or not that I had to go to do Fitbit Sunday, because my other one completely fell apart. Like literally. one student, we think one student was out, and then one student left early, like right after math, because she wasn't feeling well. But otherwise, everybody was here for block A. One student, though, that was here, he couldn't take the test because something was wrong with his computer. And then block B, 3 students were out. And then one student didn't finish the math test. So I think we're going to just be doing science and social studies the rest of the week. And then we're trying to figure out when to give, which test to give, and when to give it. Especially since some students may not be here. Like one student said today was his last day until we come back from winter break. So I'm like, okay. But otherwise, that is it. We do have to stay late today, but maybe not too late. And then we do have the meeting tomorrow for that one student. The parent, I guess, thought it was today. But I told her, let her know it was tomorrow, because she was trying to tell me and to not put the child on a bus. I thought it was for a different meeting. And I was like, okay, but you need to put it in Go Safe. And it's like, she didn't know how to do it, so I sent something. She's like, I don't have time for that. Can we just have the meeting on the phone? And I was like, oh, our meeting is tomorrow. And then I was like, if you need to, you can check both of your kids out and they can attend the meeting. So she should be here in person. Because I'm like, I requested that the interpreter be in person. So the SSA said just to treat it like a regular IEP meeting, even though we know she's going to be leaving us. So just in case something happens. But yeah, okay. That's it. 3 more days. That is it for now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday. Is it 6:12? I think I forgot to mention yesterday that a student during dismissal, not one of our students, but a student in the other block. So we teach this student, got in a fight. And it's the same student that just got suspended for fighting. I'm like, you might as well just spend the rest of this week at home, honestly. So I have that IEP meeting. It should be okay. I just need to update the participants list because the counselor wants to be in there. And then I need to see if I can add the translator. It just makes it easier when we have to, and I want to go ahead and print that stuff, like parental rights and the signature sheet. So I'm not trying to do that at the last minute. We'll see how many students are here today. Although on Monday, for some reason, why is the table? What is going on? On Monday, I overheard the principal talking to someone that works in after-school program, saying, like she could tell that it wasn't that many students because it's the volume level, and she's like, we had like 150 out. That was Monday. I feel like more. Well, no, I can't even say that. Never mind. I was gonna say I feel like more students were here yesterday, but that's not true. So we do have some students who need to do makeup testing, but it depends on if they're here or not. I'm gonna try that one student that don't be doing anything. I'm gonna try because again, if the other students are here and that one student's computer is working, it would be 3 of them all together, and so maybe since it's a smaller group, she may feel more inclined to do the test. I don't know, but I'm gonna try. So I can say that I'll try with a smaller group. But it's Wednesday. I'm gonna get a school lunch today because it should be a taco salad. And then tomorrow we'll see. Since it's early dismissal, I don't know 100% sure if they're still planning to do the buffalo dip, because it's been a while since we didn't have buffalo dip last month. So yeah, it's been a while since we had buffalo dip. But yeah, that is going to be it for now. Oh, also I did forget something. Why did we have a fire drill like right when we was getting ready to switch back at the end of the day? Students were starting to clean. And it went off. I'm like, wait, what? So, also, something else. Apparently, there's a thief in the school because one of the 5th grade teachers put cases of soda in the fridge that's in our workroom for her class party, and somebody took them. And I guess this, and I was me because my share teacher told me, and I was like, how? And does that person not know that there's cameras and they can see that? Because at first they was like, didn't think the principal would look at the cameras, but she did. So she found out who took it. I don't know who, but I'm like, this not a good look. Like, we're assuming it's an adult. Now, I have seen kids, like that teacher that put the sodas in there. I've seen her send students in there to get like a bottle of water for her. I've seen that. But I'm like, when would somebody have done this? Like, when we're all, I don't feel like they would have did it when we're all here, because we would have seen that, right? So I'm like, it must have been in the evening or the afternoon, because they do after school program and they be down here sometime. So I don't know. But I'm like, that's like, how do you explain that? Like, that's awkward. That would be awkward. I feel like, yeah. Oh, and these tests that the students just took, not good. I think like one of the lowest scoring. We did have only a couple of students who passed. Which, this was the conversion and powers of 10, which we done powers of 10 before in exponents, right? There's only one graph question. So really they just had to count the number of x's. I don't know. Like, we don't know. Because we did the Jeopardy and a good portion of them seemed to understand it, but they didn't do well on the test. So we don't know. It's so confusing. We'll be moving on to fractions. So we'll see. Originally, my share teacher was thinking about trying to do the pre-test this week. I don't know if she still planned to or what. I guess it kind of depends on how many students are here. So I guess they can miss 5 and still pass. I'm not sure. But anyways, that's going to be it for now. I will update you guys later. It might not be till the end of the day during dismissal, but we'll see. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday. We're now at 6:17. Although I got here before 6. I'm still tired. Yeah. But, so IEP meeting went longer than normal. We had a translator. Translator was late. Like, I started to call the place because she was late, and she didn't inform us that she was going to be late. According to her, she was here. She would just circle around the parking lot. But I'm like, for 7 minutes? Oh, I think so, because there was another meeting right after ours in the same room. So, like, anyways, so yeah, so that student is not leaving. According to the parent, the student wants to come to school. I'm like, okay, if you say so. So we'll see. I'm wearing this skirt. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, this skirt that I got when I was in South Africa. There's a jacket, not exactly matching though. Like the same colors, but the pattern is different. For some reason, I thought it was a cropped jacket, but it's not. It was long. But also, though, it's like already 50 degrees. I'm like, I don't think I need to wear that jacket. But, so we're going to be switching and staying with the other block basically all day after we switch. So that means we'll be taking them to lunch. I'm guessing we're going to switch right before specials. No, there is no specials. Never mind. I guess we're going to switch right before dismissal. If we wanted to do recess, that would be at like 9 o'clock in the morning. No, I don't know about that. But this group didn't get as much social studies done as the other group. Like the other group is almost finished. So tired. And we're supposed to have the staff celebration. I don't feel like doing that. Like I said, I'm leaving at 2:40, whether it's done or not. I'm like, sorry, not sorry. Oh. So, this book, I need to finish this book because I can't renew it. I tried to, but somebody has a hold on it. So I need to finish reading this. But this book, so far, I'm not halfway yet. But also, though, this is the large print, so very interesting. Like, her life story so far, very interesting. And, like, I had no idea that. Well, I guess I did, but I didn't know the details of how people like that live. Because her parents are like anti-establishment. It's like, I think there were 7 of the kids, and like the last 4 were born at home, didn't have birth certificates, never went to school. There's a lot going on. And so I'm at the part where she's 16, so she's still at home. And yeah. Anyways, I don't want to give too much away, but interesting read. But I think that's gonna be it for right now. Probably won't. Might not be able to talk with you guys until I'm like in the car on my way home. So we'll see. But I will give you guys an update later to let you know how today goes. Alright guys, so lunchtime, 10:06 earlier because I early dismissal and finally have buffalo dip. I'm not sure if they're going to be giving us lunch this afternoon. They did last year, but they didn't say anything. Also, it was kind of late, like the food was served late, and I don't think I was that big of a fan of it. I'm like, let me get this. But, so we have Block B, and I think only two students are absent, but then other students are doing a chorus thing, like the chorus is performing for the lower grades. So some students weren't in here. But yeah, otherwise, so far so good. No issues, whatever. And then in our homeroom though, I think there was 5 students absent. And then like 3 of them went to chorus. So it's a small group. But yeah, so I'm about to eat this and I will check with you guys later. Good morning guys, it's Friday, 6:13. Not always a Friday, but it is the last day before winter break and it's early dismissal and we might get to leave early too, hopefully. So yeah, I have some stuff I need to work on. We'll see how many students show up today. Because like homeroom, there was like what, maybe 5 people out yesterday. So let's see. There were some who were saying they weren't going to be here today. And then apparently one parent though contacted my share teacher to ask if today was a pajama day. And this is a parent with a student who was out the last 2 days. So yeah, so things did not really go according to plan with Block B yesterday for work stuff. She wanted them to take the social studies assessment and there wasn't enough time because she also wanted them to do the work because that's going to be for grade and several of them didn't finish the work to begin with. So like I think only 5 people completed the test. I'm like, I don't know, I feel like we should have did science instead because we kind of already had started science. I don't know. Yeah, and then the holiday party, it wasn't like it was last year. Last year I feel like we did more things. I didn't eat the food because I had got school lunch, so I wasn't really all that hungry. I just got a cookie to eat for later because it's a chocolate chip. Yeah, I don't know. I think she got the principal got everyone a shirt. And that was it. I would have preferred early out pass, like honestly, which is free. And then we didn't do reindeer games. I was like, we just did like a little trivia thing. There was prizes for the team that won, but our team, we missed one question, I'm pretty sure, and that was it. We do, luckily, they have specials today, so we have even less time with our homeroom than we did with Block B. There were some people who are leaving the school. Some of them, I'm like, I don't know who that person is. One of them being the ESOL teacher. She already has someone, but it's someone who is retired, so she can only work part-time. And then 1st grade special ed teacher who was a gen ed teacher previously, like this is her first year doing special ed, has to move back to being a gen ed first grade teacher because one of the first grade teachers is leaving, and she already hired. She's like, it made more sense to hire a special ed teacher than a gen ed teacher. So, and then one person retired. I think he was a para, but his wife still works here in the front office. So, like, we had no idea. They already hired someone. Like, someone already hired for him. She's been here for some time, actually. I'm like, huh. And she's like, sometimes people just don't want to share. And then the person who does RTI is out until like sometime in January. She's coming back. She's just out on leave or whatever. Okay. Yeah, that's basically it. I will talk with you guys later. Okay, 12 o'clock. So my share teacher just went upstairs to get the students because they have to come back down for dismissal. But is it 8 students are absent? Maybe 7 or 8. So yeah, we didn't do much. We just had them finish their social studies. One student did the math test, and then when they was at specials, we met with the 5th grade AP to talk about behaviors, and he was saying we can do what we're currently doing with a couple of our students where they travel with the other class. We don't change the stuff in the system. They just travel with the other class. It's our partner, the ELF teacher that's partnered with us, who is trying to get this changed. Like, it's supposed to be for behavior, but she's trying to do it for a bunch of students just for some strange reason. I don't know. But I'm like, we have too many emotionally dysregulated students that we can't change stuff too much because it's going to cause problems. Like, we just feel like maybe 1 or 2. She's listing a whole bunch of people. But yeah, we can leave at 1 though, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, so that's going to be it for this vlog. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you, I don't know when. I'm probably going to film some things regarding MSW, so there'll be some videos out during the break. But teachers come back January 5th, students come back January 6th. So thank you guys for watching. Until next time.